Bem-vindo ao Próximo Plano. No programa desta semana, desvendamos mistérios no interior da América e abrimos a caça nos confins do mundo. Visitamos estrelas em ascensão. Revelamos momentos mágicos na vida real. E tornamos realidade a magia do cinema. Próximo Plano. Uma outra forma de olhar o cinema e as séries.
Okay, you ready?
Oh, shit, yeah.
Here it comes.
Okay, I'm ready.
Boom, boom.
Let's all go to court.
Boom, boom.
Let's go make some law now. Yeah. Some law.
É um urso de peluche com vida própria. Tem um insulto para cada ocasião.
God damn it!
E luta pelos seus direitos civis.
Ted, do you believe you have a soul?
What did you think I would do at this moment?
Objection.
Overruled.
Grandes decisões e novos amores marcam o regresso de Ted.
When I say go, just shake your leg and do the mess around.
Swear to God, if we lose, I'm not gonna cut that judge.
Wait a minute, you brought your switchblade?
Yeah.
Well, they patted us down on the way in here. Where'd you even hide it?
Ted can't have a kid. He's missing the proper anatomy to give Tammy Lynn a kid. So, they, in their quest to find a sperm donor, they realize that Tammy Lynn can't have kids anymore either. And they want to adopt, and they're told they can't adopt because he's not a real person. So they revoke his license and his marriage license, and he's like left with nothing, can't get a job.
In the beginning of Ted 2, you meet Ted is finally going to marry Tammy Lynn. John has since been divorced for quite some time from his wife, Lori. And as much as John's excited for Ted, he's also pretty depressed about his situation. And, of course, John is Ted's best man.
Oh, my God! Who did that?
Sir, I apologize for my 5-year-old child.
Bad Butch. You sit there and eat your fish nuggets.
Fishy nugget.
Human beings are inherently tribal. We have a need to kind of put people into little groups to our own detriment. And, there probably would be some resistance to let a talking teddy bear into our club. So we try to treat it as realistically as possible. And yeah, he'd have to get a lawyer, he'd have to go to court, he'd have to fight for his civil rights.
Do you consider yourself to be human?
Objection. Sustained.
No, the witness can address.
Overruled. Sidebar. Guilty.
Speculation.
Hearsay.
Bailiff.
Briefcase.
Disregard.
In my chamber.
Stop beaver on the witness.
Arrest.
We could totally be lawyers.
Bang.
Das ruas de Boston, saltamos para os recantos misteriosos de uma cidade Amish na Pensilvânia.
Shut up.
Fine.
You served 15 years. You were the most notorious thief in the country. You got the whole world in front of you. And you go into the one place you absolutely should not go.
Banshee começou assim.
Now you want to play cop?
4 temporadas depois, conhecemos o último capítulo desta série explosiva.
You took our friend. We want him back.
Special Agent Veronica Dawson, Violent Crimes.
A última temporada, que só terá 8 episódios, traz novas personagens, novos problemas e promete mais confrontos entre velhos inimigos. Já a seguir, no próximo plano, mais ação. Na caça ao presidente dos Estados Unidos da América.
Show yourself!
No século XIX, a caça à baleia era uma atividade comum, mas arriscada. O filme No Coração do Mar relata o ataque ao navio baleeiro Essex em 1820.
As I live and breathe, he's mine.
Este drama demorou 2 anos a ser produzido e é protagonizado por Chris Hemsworth.
I play Owen Chase, who's the first mate on the ship, and basically is, the classic kind of working class guy. He's not from a privileged family. He doesn't have his name that gives him the position of captain. He's really working his way through the ranks. He's incredibly high, up there, and you don't quite realise the sway of, when you're on the deck of the ship, you feel it like this, and you go up on the mast, and you've got the added, you feel like a pendulum up there. It was a pretty special spot to, spend the day, and you don't often get that sort of 360 view of the world and the ocean up there. It's beautiful.
The men can't handle a gust like this, then God help us all.
Abandoned ship. We can't row our way home.
All the cast going through this crazy diet, trying to strip down weight, and all of us coming from various weight categories anyway, all, kept saying, God, this is nowhere near what it would have been actually like. But nothing like these guys went through yet. Sent us all insane at times, I think.
Not only is In the Heart of the Sea this survival story and this adventure story, and does it deal with, the actual events of the sinking of the whale ship Essex, it's also the origin story for Moby Dick. And Another element that I found fascinating in the script and really loved delving into was Melville's interpretation of this, because Moby Dick's fiction. It's not the story of the Essex, but it's clearly inspired by the events of the Essex.
Já de seguida, no próximo plano, temos histórias reais de gente em movimento. Seja pela arte ou pela glória da vitória, há câmaras que captam e documentam o melhor da vida em movimento. Relatos na primeira pessoa e imagens nunca vistas revelam protagonistas que fazem mover o mundo.
São Paulo é nosso.
Tô filmando.
Mas fala aí, o prédio não parece um trem? Nós em cima do trem, ó o vento batendo na cara, parecendo que nós tá surfando, né não?
Choosing to do it, you have to go 100%, or else you're like being very, very reckless with your life.
I just ratcheted everything up and said, hey, you know, I got to get back to what I know that I can do.
The only way to be remembered in history as being the ultimate, the greatest, is the record you leave.
It is interesting because after 25 years, they still remember. But, you know, for all of these years, I didn't feel welcome in diving. You know, whether it be jealousies or whatever it was, homophobia, I don't know.
A MotoGP bike accelerates faster than a Formula One car. Crashing can mean flying through the air, faster than a free-falling skydiver. A 200-mile-an-hour landing, survivable as long as you hit the ground at a shallow angle and slide.
A seguir, no próximo plano, destacamos a já recheada carreira de uma jovem estrela de Hollywood.
Hey.
Tinha apenas 8 anos quando começou a carreira. Primeiro fez algumas séries e filmes para televisão. Agora é uma das jovens promessas de Hollywood.
I think it's good to have dreams, don't you?
Com 25 anos, Shailene Woodley já contracenou com nomes consagrados como o de George Clooney no filme Os Descendentes.
Hi, Mom. Look who's here. I'm sorry that we weren't good enough for you, especially Dad.
Stop it, that's out of
Or
line.
what? You gonna ground me? You gonna ship me off to another boarding school? You gonna give me a timeout?
God damn it!
É, no entanto, a saga de ficção científica Divergente que lança Shailene Woodley para o estrelato com a personagem Therese.
Your results were inconclusive.
That's impossible. It doesn't make any sense.
Not impossible. It's just extremely rare. They call it divergent.
Say goodbye, asshole.
Goodbye.
Move when you die.
It's really good to see you again.
I don't really have any stories.
What do you mean? Everyone's got a story.
Not me, I guess.
Mas Shailene é uma atriz versátil que também se afirma em papéis românticos e dramáticos.
I like you so much.
I like you.
I'm a grenade.
One day I'm gonna explode, and I'm gonna obliterate everything in my wake, and I don't know, I feel like it's my responsibility to minimize the casualties.
Have you seen your mother?
No? Why?
She's gone.
É no registro do drama que a atriz protagoniza Pássaro Branco. O filme é sobre uma jovem irreverente que passa por uma tragédia familiar.
Do you miss her?
No, not really. Mom?
Já a seguir, no próximo plano, conhecemos o universo de uma mulher literalmente intemporal.
Catch you later.
On a cold winter night in 1935, Adeline's life would change forever.
Depois de um acidente de viação aos 29 anos, Adeline deixa de envelhecer. Nascida em 1908, a protagonista vive os eventos de um século inteiro.
Ma'am, it says here you were born January 1st, 1908.
That's right.
Adeline?
Miriam, hello.
My God, you haven't changed a bit.
Oh, that's very kind of you to say.
Fleming, you're all grown up. That's what I keep telling my mom, but she doesn't believe me. Oh. You look like sisters.
Bye-bye now. Great seeing you.
I almost felt like I had to play so many different women within one, because any normal woman, from the time they're young to the time they mature into adulthood, they become a different person. Also, depending on what time you come of age, what time you're young in, your manners are different, especially back in the, born in 1908, in the 1920s, women were very much ladies. So I had to take that, but also adapt that to modern times because she had to evolve.
I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind, Miss Bowman.
The next time we see each other, I'll have a new identity. I'll always be your mother, and I'll always be my daughter. Happy birthday, Mama.
For Adeline being born in 1908, we wanted to have an understanding of what a woman that came of age in the 20s and 30s would sound like. And so we started there and tried to design her to be someone who is, you feel right away that they carry themselves with this a posture that women today tend not to. And it's not good, bad, or otherwise, it's just different.
This woman had been alive for a century, which means she had a pretty damn good wardrobe. Why wouldn't you wear all those favorite pieces of clothing from the 20s and 30s and 40s and so forth? So the 2015 looks were contemporary clothes mixed with vintage pieces or vintage accessories.
Tell me something I can hold on to forever and never let go. Let go.
Dad, this is
Adeline. How is this possible? You look exactly like this old friend of mine.
I think that an audience will enjoy being transported into a world that is not routine and ordinary and not high-tech science fiction, but roots in everyday life, and yet has just that element of magic that excites your imagination and opens your heart.
All these years, you've lived, but you've never had a life.
I don't know how.
O Próximo Plano continua no mundo da fantasia com um passeio pela tradição dos contos de fadas italianos.
Wait, that's it?
Let go.
Every new life calls for a life to be lost. The equilibrium of the world must be maintained. Are you willing to accept the risk?
Em 3 reinos vizinhos, 2 reis e uma rainha levam as suas obsessões ao limite. O filme O Conto dos Contos resulta da interpretação livre dos contos do italiano Giambattista Basile.
You have no idea how much I wanted you.
I want to be young again.
Feiticeiros e fadas, monstros e ogres, acrobatas e cortesãs. Todas estas personagens habitam o universo mágico de fantasia e romance.
I am prepared to die in order to feel life grow inside me.
Hunt a sea monster. Cut out its heart. You will become pregnant.
Termina assim o Próximo Plano. Voltamos para a semana com mais temas e curiosidades sobre o mundo do cinema e das séries.